National Assembly leadership, APC wants Akpabio and Abass against upset. The National Chairman of All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, has advised the party's endorsed aspirants for the National Assembly leadership positions to be mindful of an upset during the inauguration of the 10th legislature. Adamu, during a meeting with Senator Godswill Akpabio, endorsed for the Senate presidency and Deputy Senate presidential aspirant Jibrin Barau, urged them to arrive early for the inauguration on June 13. The two favored candidates led a delegation of 41 senators to the National Secretariat in Abuja to brief the party on the progress of their consultation with other aggrieved aspirants, stakeholders, and senators in the upper chamber. There is no longer news that Akpabio has met with other stakeholders, especially the aggrieved members, in a closed-door meeting. We don't know the outcome yet, maybe to pacify them or to make them see reason why he has to be the Senate president, or to promise them goodies as far as politics is concerned when he becomes a senator. Well, if the offer is acceptable or not acceptable to the aggrieved members, it's up to them. And whatever Akpabio has said and has promised them, if he will keep to it, if he is supported, or if he becomes the Senate president, it is also left to him. We just hope that the election will go peacefully and the right candidate will win. Senator Bukola Saraki and Yakubu Dogara in 2015 shunned the party's directive by arriving early to contest the leadership positions as they emerged as the Senate President and the House of Representatives Speaker, respectively. Recalling the incident on Tuesday, Adamu warned that such a scenario must not be allowed to repeat itself, saying, "Once beaten, twice shy." He said, "But let me warn, don't be late. I hope I am communicating. Don't be late. Once beaten, twice shy." The crucial meeting, which started at about 12:55 p.m., saw the delegation of 42 senators arrive at the national headquarters in two white coastal buses. The meeting with NWC is coming 1 week after the APC micro-zoned the position of Senate President to the immediate past Minister of Niger Delta Affairs and the Deputy Senate seat, the Chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriation. A member from Kaduna State, Tajuddin Abbas, was also tipped for the position of House of Representatives Speaker. The party has also met 4 aggrieved Senate presidential aspirants who threatened to revolt by disobeying the party position if the zoning formula was not reviewed. But addressing Akpabio and his delegation of 41 senators, the APC National Chairman expressed satisfaction over the level of progress that 2 anointed candidates for the Senate leadership has made ahead of the 10th Assembly inauguration. He said, "We did clearly mention in the announcement that we need further and better consultation. We need to deepen consultations to carry many others along. From all you, Akpabio just said, there is ample evidence that there has been consultation, and we will not relent to ensure that if it were possible, all senators elect agree. Whatever we do, whatever signature we collect, final decision will be on the House or the Senate, and also the House. All these efforts are very good and important, but we are in a democracy, and people are bound to have opinions, and we have no right to stop them. I'm happy that we are heeding the advice and directives we give to our consultations. I'm happy that it's very fruitful. We shall wait till June 13 on the floor of the House. I want us to have a rancor-free election." Because even if everybody says it is Akpabio or Y or X, the rules of the game say there must be an election. Those who are in the Senate are aware of the rules. On the day of the proclamation, President and the clerk made the proclamation. So, I do hope and pray that we'll carry the day and be victorious. But let me warn you again, don't be late. I'm communicating. Writing journalists and excited Akpabio disclosed that 70 senators elect were supporting him. Oh, this is a big plus to Akpabio. If already 70 senators elect already supporting him, I think he's on course to be the next Senate President of the 10th House. But hope should not be raised because anything can happen. But when the truth is, Akpabio has been in limelight and is leading presently, though the election has not come, leading to be the favored Senate President of the House. Senator Akpabio And Abass, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Judiciary and Legal Matters, urged the NWC to call on other dissenting voices to support the position of the party. The senator representing Borno South District in the 9th National Assembly, Ali Ndume, also gave an assurance that the 70 senators backing Akpabio Barrow ticket were men of integrity can't be induced. In a related development, one of the aggrieved aspirants eyeing the seat of Senate President, Abdulaziz Yari, admitted that it would be unfair for the South to occupy the 3 M's of government in the country at the detriment of the North. The former Zamfara governor made the statement when he was featured as a guest on our Rise television on Tuesday. Meanwhile, an aspirant for Speaker of the coming 10th House of Assembly of Representatives, Yusuf Gabdi, has said there is no going back on the move against Abbas. Gabdi, a member of the G7, the group of speakership aspirants, aggrieved with the leadership zoning plan of the APC, stated this. This is just as another member of the G7, Sani Jaji from Zamfara State, will until they declare his bid against the zoning plan of the APC. An aspirant, Olaide Akinremi from Oyo State, is now the Director General of Jaji's campaign. Jaji will be the 3rd member of the G7 to have declared his bid after the APC declared its zoning plan which favored Akpabio Abass from Kaduna State in Northwest for Speaker, Benjamin Kalu from Abia in Southeast for Deputy Speaker. Jaji, who is representing Kwanshin, Kanam, Kanke Federal Constituency in Plateau State, at the House in an interview with selected journalists in Abuja on Tuesday. The selected journalists in Abuja stated that the aggrieved aspirants were not against the president-elect Bola Tinubu or the APC.